Hey, busy bees, let's get the chat happening with Bree. So, I told you I was going to do a testimony. So, here it is, my first testimony for my YouTube channel, which I'm starting up. So, before I start my testimony, I'm so glad y'all came to the channel and I'm very happy that you're here. So, I want to remind you that sharing your testimony is not some kind of competition. It's not something where you're trying to beat out somebody for the best testimony, the longest testimony. I had to learn that myself, that even something small and super basic sounding is a wonderful testimony in the life of a Christian. So let's start off with mine. Honestly, I didn't grow up in a Christian family. My family is like, I call them like halfway kind of Christians. Like they'll say like, oh, like we'll pray for this, or like God is good and everything. But as far as like church and like attending services, they don't do that. As far as like Bible studies and Bible reading, they don't do that. So I had to find my own faith. When you find your own faith, that's difficult. Um, yeah, I started going to Straight Gate with one of my family members, my god sister, and I started going there because they had candy on the bus, and I wanted to get free candy. I was like, what kind of kid don't want to get free candy? So, but I started going with her, and I wasn't really into like all of the Christianity. I wasn't into like all the stuff about God and Jesus. And after a while, I kept going with her, and I started noticing this teacher, Sunday school teacher. She teaches the teen girls class. Well, she used to. And I noticed something was different about her. I couldn't figure out what it was at that time, but something was really different about this lady. She was nice. She was like humble. She was helpful. She was sweet. She had a different soul to her, and I didn't understand what that was to me at the time. But yeah, I kept going. My god sister stopped going because she got a job and she stopped going. She started falling off. I kept going. I started volunteering for the teen girls class. I became a leader in the teen girls class. I started doing more stuff with their church. And it was amazing. I was growing very slowly but surely. Like my wardrobe started changing. I had to figure out like what to start wearing because I didn't know what I was supposed to be wearing, like what was modest, what wasn't. But it was going good. Um, as far as that happened, they were doing baptisms at the church. I was not comfortable doing baptisms because I honestly did not know like why I wanted to get baptized, like what the point of getting baptized was. I was afraid of getting baptized because I felt like I wasn't at the moment or time to get baptized. But so I didn't get baptized there. But after meeting my Sunday school teacher, she helped me to realize that there's more to life than what I was doing. I was very prideful. I wanted to be a part of the popular crowd. I wanted to be the cool girl. I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to get all this attention and be the class clown. And I thought that that was going to be the best option and the best way for me to get attention in this world and to get love. But I wasn't getting love and attention. I would get ignored still. Half the time I was just being a dummy because I wanted to get that fake attention, and it would only last temporarily. So it was like one day Sunday school class, about 2015, 2016. And our Sunday school teacher was like, well, whoever wants to stay and who doesn't want to go to the service and wants to ask questions and stay here about the gospel, about the Bible, about Jesus, stay. And I sat there and thought about it. I honestly just wanted to stay because she had her kid there. He was very cute and very adorable. So I was like, I want to stay here and play with the kid. But then she asked me, she was like, so how do you feel about God? Or like, what do you know about Jesus? And I'm just like, I don't know much. I'm kind of like honestly trying to ignore her because I didn't want to answer these questions. And all of a sudden, I start crying. I start bawling. And I start tearing up. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying. Usually I tend not to want to cry in front of people because I feel like that's a sign of weakness, like a sign that I'm not strong. But then I realized I'm really not. Like, I'm doing all of this stupid stuff to please other people. So really, I am broken and weak. And I need someone to help me. So we start like reading through and flipping through the pages of the Bible. And I'm just like, you know what? I need to find something better in my life and someone that's going to help fix me because I am broken into so many pieces that we ain't gonna be able to puzzle them back together. So after I had that moment with her, I started doing way more stuff in the church. I went to multiple different churches. I was at a Christian university, and now I'm here at Minneapolis College, where I have so many opportunities. Though there's many different backgrounds here, I'm so glad I made the change in schools. Our Christian student group is growing. I'm now a covenant member at my new church, River City. I'm a covenant member. Like, I never thought I was going to become a member and that dedicated to a church in like all my lifetime. I'm doing so many things now that I was never going to do if I did not go to church by accident, because we all know that God don't do accidents. He do stuff on purpose. If I never went to church, I never would have became the woman I am today. I was so worried about what I looked like, who was all thinking about me, like what they were doing without me. I was worried about everybody else. And I was trying to worry about myself. I was trying to make my image the most important one to myself and try and blow up my ego. But God took that ego down real quick. So I promised y'all a testimony, and that's my testimony. Now, again, I just want y'all to know it's not a competition. It's not wording it the best. It's not sounding all fancy. I just want y'all to feel comfortable sharing your testimonies. Like, I'm at school, I'm doing this publicly. People could be like around me, hearing me, and you know what? I'm glad, because people need to know how I've changed for the better. And yeah, this channel is going to be a lot about like testimony sharing, devotionals, like Christianity and black culture, my experience in the church, and like a little bit about like anime and Christianity. I'm still gonna figure out how I want to play that off, but I'm so glad that y'all visited the channel, and I'm glad you stopped by to hear my testimony, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. So I'll see you later, my busy bees. Keep the hive buzzing, and I'll see you next time.